Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. The final chapter of the long season for these two squads in the Gasparilla Bowl. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the North Dakota State Bison. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
I can tell you there is a lot of excitement down here on the field. The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we are looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great passing, good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
To throw, it's Chambers. Tight end finds a soft spot. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Keeps it himself. There's a little room there. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10 for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Running into the open space. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Tackled there by the defense. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. After the run, now to throw. He'll put... There he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Ball is spotted on the 6. It'll be 1st and goal. He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's those kinds of mistakes that just drive you crazy. It can ruin a drive. The false start backs him up on 3rd and goal. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. Let's take a look at our impact players. Wide receiver going in motion. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. The pitch. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll run it again. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Westbrook. Finds his man in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
To the air on first down. Throwing right. Working the big fella to the corner. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish. Touchdown, Green Wave! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Chambers. On target. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Second down coming up. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let it go. Snatches it on the run. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time.
Finding some room. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. On the option. Quarterback keep. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the reels, takes it in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. With the catch, it's Cunningham. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Dropping back, it's Chambers. Stepping to the right. He's going to... Oh, he's got some space. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Got it. At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. From the gun, looking for a man. Pressure coming. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. Here's a heat. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Tulane right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. The short hands, it's Richardson. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat-type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
He'll put toe together and get this second half started. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He's past the 30. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Now the pitch. Still on his feet at the 45. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
To the air, it's Chambers. Using the quick game. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. First down for this offense. Running behind that left side. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Westbrook. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quick step and go. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage?
Got a little grass. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got his man on the right. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Green Wave picked up a fresh set of downs through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Can't get him to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tulane. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Tucker. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the back. Turning it on! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls and fires complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. It's Chambers. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. You saw it there on the incompletion.
Gets the first himself. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The give to the left. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got the back over the middle. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Kick is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fears the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. At the 45, on his way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches, Palmer. Nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. He's out past the 35. There he goes to the right. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. The Green Wave strike right back. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. You're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him. And he gets the sack.
Got a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll run the option. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They used a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing.
Might have a chance. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout, trying to get the football back. Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on 3rd down. Setting up the screen. Inside the 25. Has enough for the first down. A perfectly executed screen pass that'll seal the deal on this game. The Green Wave picked up a fresh set of downs through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Green Wave! Great job by the back on the option.
this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Under fire. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.